Hi everyone and welcome to Detox, where we talk about life and work. My name is Dee, I'm your host, and today we have with us Sana Arif, triathlete from the sports and fitness industry. Sana, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for calling me on the show today.
I didn't know you were so big.
I'm not.
I'm sorry guys, before we started the show, I just asked her, about her career, and she's like, she went on a Mount Everest base camp. That's
Yes.
insane. I think this episode's gonna be fantastic. All right, so we're gonna move on to the first question of the show, which is you started your career at the age of 25, and now you're an triathlete actually. How would you describe your 14 years of career so far?
Okay, so when I just started going to the gym. That was, I think this is where I started from. I remember for the first few days when I went to the gym, I was standing on elliptical and I couldn't stop smiling because I was feeling so
Really?
awkward. I was so shy that
Okay.
people are looking at me while I'm doing this. So
Yeah.
I had those stupid kind of expressions on my face. I thought everyone is looking at me. When I was 33, that was the first time I went. I did something different apart from just going to the gym.
Yeah.
I did Mount Everest base camp trekking, not to the top, of course,
Yeah.
but the base camp was the first thing I did. After that, there is GCC's tallest mountain, Jebel Shams. It's in Oman.
Okay.
I did that. Then I got into parkour and Muay Thai together. And it was just like I would do something and then I would leave it halfway because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was doing, or I would either get bored or I didn't have enough resources to keep going ahead with it.
Yes.
But triathlon was something which was there in my subconscious all the time because I had seen people doing it.
Yes.
But I never thought I would ever do it because it just felt so impossible, especially swimming, because I did not know swimming at all.
Yeah.
I think in 2021, I started learning swimming from the basics. It
Yeah.
was in August. So in 3 months, there was a Flying Star Triathlon happening. It was it's like a competition,
Yeah.
but of course it was just like it was small at a small scale happening
Yeah.
in Kuwait. And a friend of mine, Dia, she's a triathlete. She just asked me, like when she knew that I'm learning swimming, she was like, "Okay, so which distance are you going to do?" And I was like, "Who told you I'm going to do any distance?
Okay.
Because I don't even know swimming."
Yeah.
So she was like, "No, you can do it." So that was the time, like I would say, apart from like a lot of my friends get the
Yeah.
credit for teaching me swimming, but she was the one person who, when she asked me, I was like, "Oh, you have so much confidence in me. Like, why are you so
That's
confident that I'm actually going to do it?
amazing.
I'm just learning the basics of swimming."
Yes.
So when I started learning in August, 3 months later was my first triathlon race.
Wow.
Well, it was a very short distance, like it was a super sprint distance,
Yes.
which is the shortest in triathlon. And that was the happiest finish line at that time I crossed. I
Wow.
couldn't stop smiling.
That's
It was just
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
And I think it's from there that it just started. And eventually I did Ironman, which
Yes,
not
just
even in
recently,
my
yeah.
Ironman 70.3. It's
Okay.
a half distance of the full Ironman. And that was something which I never thought I could do. Even the day of the race, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think I can do it. But of course, my coach, my friends, my family, they had a lot of trust that I could do it.
And it begs me to like ask this it's not even a question, it's just make a statement that people hardly have the time to do regular chores after having a normal 9 to 5 full-time job versus like someone who's training for for Ironman. It's insane. I'm so excited for, as we dig much deeper into this conversation. So we're gonna move on to question number 2, which is, does being an athlete purely have to do with dedication and choice, or does it have to do with diverse factors like childhood ideals, upbringings, and achievements?
I come from a family where my cousins and my uncles, they had always been in some kind of sport. So while growing up, I would see them either playing different kind of sport or doing some kind of work,
Yes.
some kind of activity apart
Yeah.
from doing their own regular jobs.
Yeah.
So I think I took a lot of motivation from them, especially my uncle, my mamu, my mom's brother.
Yeah.
So whenever I would see him, I think he had a huge role in it as well.
Yes.
Then I would watch the TV shows about sports, so I always wanted to do something different.
Yes.
I mean, I want it to sound like a cliche, but I wanted to be different. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to show that I can do
I love
something.
that. Yes.
I wanted to do something which people think maybe women cannot do. maybe Pakistani women cannot do.
I love that. Yes.
So it was not that I wanted to make this a huge statement, but I just wanted to show that, especially when people say, "Oh, you're just like a guy, you're so strong." So I wanted to tell them, no, you don't have to be strong like a guy. You can say that you're strong like a girl.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
I think it had a lot to do with it. When I came back to Kuwait, when I came back to Kuwait, what did I do?
I'm gonna definitely keep this. I'm gonna definitely keep.
I think the friends I made in Kuwait, or the community I was hanging out with, it was through them that I kept meeting people who were into different kind of sports.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on to the third question of the show. I think
Oh,
this
only
is
third.
by
I thought I've
far.
been talking so much.
This is by far my favorite question, actually. How much influence does Forrest Gump have on athletes, and did you ever create a synonymous run like his for your personal struggles in life?
So Forrest Gump, I would say, if we talk about runners, like when you're running or you're motivating someone to run, you
Yeah.
do say "Run, Forrest, run," or
Yeah.
you would say things like that to motivate other person. I always said something like glory doesn't come easy. So
Yeah.
for that, if you want to be glorified, you need to do something that makes you stand out.
Yes.
Like how your purpose of the show is, like even it's not about the likes or followers or you want to be out there, but you when you die, there should be something which people will remember you by.
Yes.
So
Actually, remember the guests by. I want a digital footprint of you guys and everybody that's come on the show until now.
oh, you
has,
meant that
know.
when I die, there is something you can watch.
Not
I
I can watch.
it was about my death.
She was just like, oh, when you die, no,
Yeah,
me.
when you die, like, oh,
I'm
it's
not
about
gonna
me?
die.
Kind of worried now about my death.
All right, no,
Yeah,
but glory. You were
Yeah,
talking about
so
glory.
for that you need to do something that you are glorified for.
Yes.
If you want glory, you need to work hard. You cannot just be like, okay, anything I would do would bring me glory. No, but you need to have your dedication towards it. But like you asked, if runners are somehow motivated by that,
Yeah.
or run Forest run. Yeah, when you're running, I mean, I don't know if everyone does that or not, but I would use this sentence if I am motivating someone to run, not for my
Yes.
own self. When I'm running, I'm crying.
So it is for your personal struggle. I mean, it's a
Yes.
struggle itself.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's a good idea. Maybe next time when I'm running, I can think like that to myself, like run,
Yes.
Forest, run.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the fourth question of the show, which is we all hear the whole become your best superior self talk everywhere. Does the ability to train have to do with being superior, or is training itself superior, both in body and mind?
First of all, anything is possible. I know people use this. This term is used very loosely. Anything
Yeah.
is possible, and this
Yeah.
is what Ironman's what do you say logo or whatever you
A
call
slogan.
it. Yes,
Yes,
the
yes,
slogan
yes,
is
yeah.
anything is possible. So I think it's a combination of both. You cannot make a person do triathlon if they don't really want to do the triathlon. If like it needs to come from inside. These terms might sound very loose when I say it,
Yeah.
or they might sound like okay, everyone says
Cliche
this.
in
Yeah,
a sense,
it might
yeah.
sound like cliche that everyone says this.
Yeah.
But because I learned a lot when I was training for triathlon. There were a lot of things which I never learned throughout these years when I was training.
Yeah.
But triathlon changed my mindset a lot by what I learned from it, or because it was a long process which
Yeah,
I had to.
yeah.
Anything you want to do, if you put your mind into it, you're able to do it. If you don't want to do a triathlon, or suppose, so let's not talk about triathlon, let's talk about swimming. If you don't know swimming, and you have no interest in doing any kind of sport or any
Yeah,
kind of race
yeah,
that is
yeah.
upcoming, you won't be, if you don't have interest, even if someone is training you for it and
Yes,
forcing you
yes,
to do
yes,
it,
yes.
you won't do it, because
Correct.
while you are swimming, short distance swim you can still do. But when it will come to long distance swimming, you would get tired because you don't have a motivation, you don't have a will
Yeah.
that, okay, why should, you need to know the why. Yes,
correct.
let's say. The
Yeah.
why should be there.
Yes,
Like, why do
yes,
you want
yes.
to do it?
Yeah.
For example, like how Samira just said about deadlift.
Yeah.
You can watch videos, there can be a person standing next to you and then can tell you, okay, this is the right form of doing a deadlift.
Yeah.
You can be with the person every day for 1 year, but if the trainer is not there, or if someone who's coaching you is not there, you would be like, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people in the gym,
Yes,
and we are
yes.
training in the gym. They're doing biceps, but they don't know they're doing biceps.
Yeah,
They have been
yeah.
training for years, and they would be like, okay, is this back? No, but because they're not putting their mind into how,
Yes, yes.
what are they doing? They're
Yeah.
just doing it to get a good body, or they're just doing it because everyone is doing it.
Yes, yes.
So what I think, anything is possible if your mind should be the strongest. Your mind
Right,
has to be
right,
the strongest.
Right. So you're saying that ability is far more important than just the training.
Exactly. Ability
Yeah.
is ability. It's your why. Or
Yes,
what
yes.
is your why?
Yes.
Like you need to know your why.
Yeah. Like in a sense, if someone is not able to, but still can find a way to be able
Exactly.
to
I
do
was
something.
I was not able to swim. I learned swimming literally from basics of how to even put your hand in the water, how the strides and
yes,
everything.
yes,
I
yes,
didn't know
yes.
any of it.
Yeah, yeah.
In my first aquathlon race, I couldn't go more than 200 meters because I panicked. I saw the water. When I felt that my feet are not touching the floor of the sea, I panicked. Halfway, I came out. I started drowning and I came out by myself.
Yeah,
Because the sea was a bit rough that time.
yeah.
I would have easily given up. Like, okay, I can't do this. I
Yeah.
did give up. Like for 4 or 5 months, I stopped swimming. I was like, then I knew that I want to do triathlon. I wanted to be a triathlete. I went back for it again. So if I wanted, I could have been like, okay, my mind is telling me not to do it. Physically, I can't
Yes,
do it.
yes.
Whenever I'll go to the sea, I'll drown. But I knew the why. I knew that this is what I want to be.
Yes.
So I went for it again. So it's your ability. It's the stronger your mind is, the quicker, or even if it takes time, not quicker.
Yeah.
You would be able to do it.
Right.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Only if your mind is in it.
Yeah.
You might have the physical ability, but if you don't want to do it, you will not do
You're
it.
still not going to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to move on to my favorite segment of the show, which is Your Way. What if someone asks you, in quotes, how did you participate in Ironman verse? Because this is like a layman.
Yeah, I know.
Who has no idea what an Ironman is. So, how did you participate in Ironman verse? You're a woman, so.
This is a question, since I've done it, I've been asked every time. Like,
No,
Yes,
really?
yes. I did Ocean Man. It was a 5-kilometer swim.
Yeah.
Why, you did Ocean Man, but you're a woman, so why is it not Ocean Woman? It's Iron Man, but you're a woman, so why is it not Iron Woman? I was like, guys, I have no answer for it. Like, ask. I literally have no answer for it. It's like, okay, I would still want to be called Iron Man because it's Iron Man.
Yes, it's a term. Actually.
It's a term.
It's like a brand name, for example.
Yeah, it's a brand name. I want to be Iron Man. Doesn't mean you are.
You know, the thing is, when I got the script, I was like, hey, come on, no one would be stupid enough to ask this question. But now that
I've been
you
asked
said
so
it,
many times, like why? So if you do Iron Man and you're a woman, do you become Iron Woman? There are people who call you Iron Woman, but I was like, yeah, I know what it is, but I want to be called Iron Man because it's the brand name.
just call her Iron Man, guys. Come on, it's
That doesn't mean that I become a man or a woman is less than anything, but
yeah.
if they make it Iron Woman, I would be Iron Woman.
We're gonna move on to the last segment of the show, which is pick 5 random questions,
Oh.
answer or pass.
Okay.
Do you want to do the honors?
Oh,
or-
I was like, what is it? I thought these were like flowers or something to decorate. I'll pick 5.
Did you want flowers? I'm sorry,
No,
did
it's
you
fine.
get
I don't like
flowers?
flowers. If you had to pick one age to be permanently, which age would you choose? Okay, so I think I'm very happy in my 30s and I was in my 20s. So I would pick 33.
33.
Yes.
33. Wow.
Huh?
Wow. Wait, I have to. I can't though. But like, wait, why 33 though? I mean, like,
Okay, see, it's beautiful to be in your 20s when you're like, oh my god, I'm in my 20s. This is like when you are more energetic. I mean, it's considered you're very energetic when you're 20s. But I think when you are in your 30s, you are not only you're just more self-aware. When I was
Yeah.
in my 20s, I think I was very dumb. I might be still dumb according to my sister, but I think when you're in your 30s, you have developed. You know what you want. Not everyone, but
Yeah.
when I was in my 30s, like when I reached my 30s, I felt that I realize what I want to do.
Yeah.
I am more self-aware. I know what I want to eat. I exactly know what I don't want to eat.
Yes.
You become more self-aware. What
Yes,
you want,
yes,
what kind
yes,
of hair
yes.
you like. You start to have opinions.
Yes.
So the more opinionated you are, I think the more better it is for you.
Correct.
Not everyone would like it. Like maybe your partners or the guys or the men. Just say men. They might
Yeah.
not like opinionated women.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
But
I'm
some of
just
them,
saying
yes.
some of them.
But you like yourself more because you have opinions.
Because I matter for myself.
Yes,
more
exactly. And that's one of the I think as you grow older, as a woman especially, you start liking yourself more as you age.
Because you know exactly what you want.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, not exactly for everything, but for a lot of things, you know what you want.
Correct.
You know how to deal or how to talk or how to do stuff.
I agree. Well, I'm really excited now. I'm so excited for aging.
Don't ask about love life.
Do fish have a thirst for water?
I would say yes. Why? Because we live in dry land, but when we go to the water, we want to go back to the dry land. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So we want to come back to where we are originally from, where we breathe.
Yeah.
So a fish would have thirst for water. I mean, even if you bring it out, it would want to go back to where it belongs.
Yes.
So if this is what you mean, the person should go back to where they belong.
That is the most brilliant, most intellect answer that I've.
See, I'm in my 30s. If you could gain the skills of any fictional character, who would you pick? I think I'm already Ironman.
Oh, look at that. I love that.
If not, I mean, maybe someone from Tom and Jerry. I would be Jerry.
With superpower, and she wants to be Jerry. That's brilliant. I love that. Just run after cheese.
Just run after cheese. I have my own small place to go and live over there.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
I would be Jerry.
This might be one of your new achievements that you'd want to have. If you could write a book about your life, what would be the title?
What would be the title? I actually was thinking about it today. I forgot that there were 3 P's to it. There was passion, pulse, and what was the third P?
Passion? Pulse?
Pyas.
You guys are gonna make the best freaking reels. These are the best of
I think you should make the reel of the like Pyas.
Of course I'm going to. Oh God.
I think the name we were talking about today was passion, pulse, and persistence. Which would be the nicest if animals could only talk? Cats. No, sorry, dogs. I love dogs. Cat would be
You
so
like
mean.
cats? Cats would be like.
Cat would be mean. I don't
Why
like
didn't
that.
you clean my litter until
Yes, babe.
now? Babe. You peasant. All right, thank you, Sana, so much for coming on the show today. It was an absolute pleasure. If you guys want any of her socials, it's going to be linked on www.deetox.com. Sana, any closing words from your side?
So the closing words from my side would be, anything is possible. Just because you are a woman, I would talk about this because still women need to have a lot of awareness that they can do a lot of things, and they cannot just give the excuse of being a woman. That's why we cannot do this because we are women. You can do anything. Your gender doesn't matter. Your color, your country, your religion, nothing matters at all. If there is a sport which you want to do and you think you cannot do, you can do it. Anything is possible.
Absolutely. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
adding
much.
that and adding so much, I will say, value to a lot of women that will be watching this.
Thank you so much.